Hi all, how are you? Hope all of you are doing well. Welcome to our English class Standard 8. So today we are going to learn a new lesson by our Indian writer R.K. Narayan. The name of the lesson is Engine Trouble. So shall we start? Let's start the lesson.
uh, Engine Trouble by R.K. Narayan. This is our writer R.K. Narayan. So let's look the major points. He was born on 10 October 1906. Indian novelist known for simple and realistic storytelling. Creator of the famous fictional town Malgudi. Famous works Swami and Friends, The Guide, Malgudi Days, The English Teacher. Died on 13 May 2001. So now let's begin the chapter. So let's start the chapter. Engine Trouble is a humorous story about a man who unexpectedly wins a road engine as a prize in a lucky draw at a funfair called Land. At first, he is excited, but soon he realizes that winning such a huge and useless prize is more of a problem than a reward. The story is set in the small town of Malgudi and begins when a traveling fairground called Land arrives. So the story is set in Malgudi. So this is the Land. At the fair, the protagonist buys a lottery ticket and unexpectedly wins the biggest prize, a large road engine or a steam roller. At first, he is excited about his luck, but is soon overwhelmed by the impracticality of his prize because the engine is massive and immovable. So, the engine is enormous and heavy, making it impossible to move or operate easily. The excitement turns into a serious problem as the man struggles with its size and weight. However, the engine proves impossible to move or sell and soon becomes a liability. The showman who ran the booth refused to help him transport it and insisted that the engine had to be removed from the fairgrounds immediately after the fair ended. After the guilty land left town, the engine was left behind and the municipality gave the protagonist a notice to remove it. The protagonist is forced to pay rent for keeping the engine on the Gymkhana grounds, which puts financial pressure on him. He even pawns his wife's jewelry to meet the ground rent. Finally, narrator received one more notice from municipal to remove his roller engine within 24 hours. Anyhow, the narrator is very sad and upset. There he tells his sad story to a pandit of temple. Pandit allows him to use an elephant of temple to take his engine from government land. The narrator is happy because he has feeling that elephant will remove his engine from government land. He just want to be free from troubled engine at any cost. In desperation, the narrator hires Joseph, a dismissed bus driver, a 50 coolies, and a temple elephant to move the engine. Now, this attempt turns into chaos. The engine goes out of control, damages a compound wall, even injures the elephant. So, after all this happened, the police officer called him to the police station and asked. Several yards of compound wall had to be built by him. The wages of the 50 men who ran away had to be paid. They would not explain how they were entitled to the wages when they had not done their job. Joseph's fee for steering the engine over the wall had to be paid. The medicine bill for the temple's elephant injuries while kicking down the wall had to be paid. Here again, the temple authorities would not listen when I pointed out that I didn't encourage the elephant to break down the wall. Last but not least, the demand to move the engine out of its present station. Okay, this much is enough for today. Hope all of you understand. We will learn the next balance portion in the next class. Now I will give you a homework. You have to write the homework in the next class. Have you ever seen a show such as Land? Describe your experience. You have to write this homework in at least 4 to 5 sentences. So, hope everyone understand the video. Please let me know if you have any doubts in the next class. Okay, bye.